And today he sings another, well, I feel very poignant song. The lyrics express to me a deep appreciation and love for a mother figure, and we'll break down those lyrics straight after we've heard Mama, which means mother in English, by Shaman.
Ты жизнь подарила, а хочешь взамен? Не вру я ни капли, не вру я совсем. Отдам я не глядя свою за твою. Ведь я тебя, мама, не просто люблю. Я все дам на свете, мама, знай. Ты только до меня не умирай. Меня за эти мысли не ругай. Ты только до меня не умирай. Когда над тобою кружит воронье, а ты меня любишь, спроси ты ее. Спроси на рассвете ты маму свою. Она же ответит: не просто люблю. Я все дам на свете, мама, знай. Я все дам на свете, мама, знай. Ты только до меня не умирай. Меня за эти мысли не ругай. Ты только до меня не умирай.
Wow, that's very, very powerful, that video, and very symbolic. And you know, it features an orphanage, it features children, and the words to the mama, and looking at the lyrics in front of me, if you were to bake a cake, it would be a very philosophical, I feel biographical, and also one of those songs that a teaching, a message that he wants to get out to people. What that message is? Well, in verse 1, we'll go straight to the lyrics. But I just want to bring them up in English, so bear with me, everybody. Just a minute, I have them here. It says, you gave life. Do you want in return? I am not lying one bit. I'm not lying at all. I'll give it without looking, mine for yours. After all, I love you, Mom. I don't just love. And then it goes into the chorus, I will give everything in the world, Mom. No, just don't die before me, which is very, very powerful. I'll discuss that in a minute. Don't scold me for these thoughts. Just don't die before me. And I'm almost choking up because they're that powerful. Shaman acknowledges that the mother has given them, his mother has given him life, and expresses a willingness to give everything in return. For me, there's a sense of gratitude and love towards the mother figure, with the singer affirming that they are not lying or holding back anything. There's a willingness there to give up everything for his mother's sake, and highlights that profound connection and bond between both Shaman and his mother. So I do sense the song's in homage to his mother, what she said, her teachings. It's had a profound effect on him. He's kept them. And I just feel that love, especially with that one line, don't die. I hope you don't die before me. It's a one line. Anyway, back to the chorus, because as we've spoken, the chorus continues to emphasize Shaman's devotion and commitment to his mother, urging her not to die, and expressing a fear of losing her, as we all do. I can remember when I was told, and I'm choking up for this, when my mother had cancer, and I looked at her in the kitchen, and she looked beautiful. She was blonde, typical Irish woman with rosy cheeks, blonde hair, blue eyes, and she looked really well. And I said, you couldn't have cancer. I was deceived by the words. I was shocked. I was in instant shutdown and non-acceptance of the situation. And my fear of losing her overwhelmed me straight away. Because when you equate cancer with anybody, you think, oh boy, I'm going to lose this person. And you just break down. So for me, the lyrics and that plea for the mother to stay alive shows the fear and concern Shaman holds for his mother's well-being. The repetition, and it's in Russian. Just let me get because this is quite difficult, I'm just going to get the translation. Don't scold me for these thoughts, that's what it says in English. Reinforces a strong emotional attachment and dependence on his mother's presence. Now in verse 2 in English, obviously, it says, when above you the crow is circling, do you love me? Ask her, ask at dawn. You are your mother, she will answer. I don't just love. You might also like last love, Morkeston, somewhere in the depths of heart, Macken and Nave, can I come with you? Absent. Well, that mentions the circling of ravens above the mother, suggesting a sense of darkness, foreboding. But the question posed to the mother about whether she is loved implies a need for reassurance and affirmation. The mother's response of not just love indicates a depth of love beyond words. It means that his mother was one of words, one of wisdom, one of teachings, like all mothers. And it emphasized that complexity and strength between the mother and the child, because, as the bond grows and you're learning from your mother and she's teaching her ways to you and reinforcing, don't do this, do that. This is how you do things. This is how you dress. This is how you speak to people. This is how you're not. All those things. It just emphasizes that complexity about how much information you take in as a child, not realizing. Because as a child, you're innocent. As a child, everything is done in a very sweet, innocent way. But yet, every day is a learning day for us. And we sometimes forget about that. And when we go back into the chorus, it says, I will give you everything in the world, Mum. No, just don't die before me. Don't scold me for these thoughts. Just don't die before me. Now, when he sings that again, that repetition reinforces Shaman's plea for the mother to stay alive and not to judge him for any of his thoughts or outspoken words. To me, the imagery of that burning wounds and universal cry for mama that he does, mother in English, in times of pain and distress, and especially when he plays the piano, and he really stresses it when he presents it in the lyrics as well. It's about that pain, and it underscores that universal role of mothers as sources of comfort and healing. When it comes to the last verse 3, it says, which we've just discussed, when the wounds burn, we all shout, Mum. It's true. Even from early age, when you think, and I just want to put this in, when you trip up and you fall, who's the first to pick you up and rub your knee and say, it's okay, it's only a fall? Your mother, usually. When you come home because somebody hit you and you didn't understand the situation why you were bullied or picked on, it's your mother. In the video, when we see him turn out the light, isn't it your mother that usually turned out the lights at night time? When you sit on a bed like Shaman did, and the young girl was there, it reminded me of nighttime when my mother used to tuck me in. He went to an orphanage, I think, to pay homage to those children that don't experience the teachings of a mother, that have to survive every day without anybody guiding them, talking to them, nurturing them, loving them, hugging them. But yet, you saw a resilience there in the video. You had seen the orphans smiling and so joyous with Shaman's love and adoration for them, to share their willingness to bring him into their environment and shower him with that love, because children are full of love. We are full of love as human beings. But when their knees are scraped, when they cry at night, when they pray alone, when they eat alone, and they have nobody to hug them and to guide them, what I think Shaman is really trying to do in this song is to teach us those important values of life. When you have a roof over your head, food in the cupboard, warm food in your belly, and parents to tuck you in at night and guide you in life, that's all the things you need to survive a good life. Appreciate them, I think he's really trying to say. Because in this environment, these children don't have that. And we really do need to go back to basics in life and appreciate what we have rather than what we desire and want. I've never been a person who wants money, never. Now, on my channel here, I have a little link that if you wish to buy and donate €1.50 towards a coffee, of course I'll accept that because I work very hard on my videos. But I don't desire money as such, but I have to make a living and I have to eat. But I don't want the big car, I don't drive. And I don't want the big house. I have a small 2-bedroom apartment. I don't want fancy furniture, I have comfortable chairs to sit on. That's how my mother raised me. That's how I was raised. Keep things simple, don't expect the unexpected, live life to the full, smile every day for your blessings. And yet Shaman, I think it's very symbolic when he clicks his fingers and the light goes out. For these children as orphans, that light went out on those things when they were left in the orphanage. Overall, this is what I think. The song celebrates love, sacrifices made by any mother, portraying them in pillars of strength and sources of unwavering love. The use of the Russian language adds a cultural and personal touch to me, reflecting the intimate relationship between Shaman, his mother, with a specific cultural context. The overarching themes of love and gratitude and fear in the lyrics in the video and the loss of permeate the song, with Shaman expressing a deep emotional connection to his mother and mothers of the world and a desire for well-being. And that's why he's in the orphan. He even desires it for the orphans as well. The repeated plea for his mother not to die really just underscores Shaman's dependence on her support and presence that he still needs, that every child needs, every adult needs. We are still, they're still our parents, and we're still their children until the day they die or we die. That's more or less what he's saying. They're bonded. I found in the video, and especially the lyrics, the use of symbolism and metaphors such as circling ravens, burning wounds, enhance the emotional depth of the lyrics itself. It evokes feelings of protection, doesn't it? Reassurance and healing associated with maternal bonds, are no greater than the mother. My summary is, Mother by Shaman is a heartfelt tribute to the irreplaceable role mothers have in our lives, emphasizing their selfish love, support, and significance. The song conveys to me that strong message of profound gratitude and love, and the universal desire for a mother's presence and well-being in our lives, now, into the future, and even when they pass and they die, in our prayers, in other words, forever. Thanks for listening, everybody. Take care.